That's goal for the next day. There we go. All right. The alert box needs to be on. Alert box is on. Perfect. All right, let's get started, guys. Let's get started. You guys haven't had a chance, do what it says on that screen. Hit that like button. It does help out the channel. It helps out growth and all of that stuff, all that good stuff. Go to subscribers only. Make sure we have the subscribers here and comment and whatnot. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. You know, we got 17 likes, 36 people. That's the way to go. What I like to see. Like and share. Yeah, definitely do that. Do what is said down below in the comment section. Full send. We want to see Shib run, and it seems like it's one of the only things that are making moves this morning. Good morning, Matt. Good morning to you as well. How's everybody doing this morning? How's your portfolios looking? Your crypto portfolio is probably not the best. Maybe for one position or a couple of positions, like Shiba Inu, but some other things, maybe looking sort of flat, right? Or down. Like we look at XRP, as you see on the screen here. XRP is around 66, just below 66 cents. So, yeah. Good morning. Hit the like button first. I don't know if you hit the like button first today. I mean, we had 25 likes. I don't know if you hit the like button first. It might have not loaded with the likes by the time you hit it, but I appreciate your like no matter if it's first or if it's last. I appreciate every single like that's here. Hi, bro, from India. I follow you. Thank you. Thank you for following me, and thank you for watching. I really do appreciate every single person that comes through, every single person that subscribes. Some people I've seen, and I've been one of those as well, where you follow somebody for a long time, but you never are truly subscribed. And I've done that to different creators, and I realized, you know what? I've watched like 10 of their videos. Let me go ahead and subscribe to them. 2 weeks Shibarium. Wait, 2 weeks Shibarium. Shiba is taking over the world forever. I mean, I hope that is the case. You say awe? Why you say awe? I hope that that's the case, that Shiba Inu takes over. I mean, I still have my doubts with Shibarium and the effects that it will have long-standing effects. But I really hope that those doubts are completely wrong, and we see Shiba Inu thrive, and we see even Bone thrive. But the video that I posted yesterday in the experts' predictions talking about how Bone can get to $1,000. I mean, yes, the thought that it can get to $1,000. The issue is that will it get to $1,000? Seeing a level of a $1 price, you're looking at a 200 plus dollar or 200 plus $1 million market cap. And as you see it somewhere around the $4 price, you're looking at it close to $1 billion. So you definitely have some room there from $4 of $1 billion market cap to $1,000, which is a whole nother level, right? Oh, I was telling them to hit it first. Okay, you weren't saying that you hit it first. Got it. Miscommunication here. I thought you were saying that you hit it first, but no. Definitely hit the like button as soon as you get in here. Before you even um, get ready to send that message, right? You're typing in whatever message you're typing. Before you type that message, make sure that like button is hit. uh, Good morning, DJ Trev. Trev here from Madagascar. I've been watching you since you first started over Shib. Can you also cover STMX? I could definitely look at it. STMX. Storm X. Currently up about 8%, a little over 8%, at a $71.2 million market cap. That's phenomenal to see. There's a lot of volume here. But now that I got that information from Elmo, yesterday, the Elmo developers yesterday, and, team, I would say, um, it makes me think that some of the volume that you do see is kind of inflated or market makers, and it makes it look like things are more popular than they are. So, seeing 256 million dollars worth of volume and it up 259%, but then seeing the overall price up 7%, it makes me think that we're seeing a bunch of market maker activity. But honestly, I won't know. The only way that you would know is if you get the breakdown from the different exchanges that it does offer, that is offered on. Now, I would assume that Binance, Binance.us, those are ones where you're seeing less market maker activity. So you're seeing, I would probably say there's a decent amount of volume here. And now I have to factor that into my overall strategy and understanding what the volume is and the popularity, because that takes away from the popularity. You can see popularity, but it could be market maker activity. I wish I knew how to kind of draw a line in the sand and what is market maker activity, what isn't. But when it comes to this position, again, you're currently seeing this at a $71.9 million market cap. It is offered on a lot of different markets, 34 total markets. The overall supply, 80% of the supply is out there, where you have $89 million of a fully diluted market cap. So it's not crazy. And you don't really have a massive form of dilution that is there, which is fantastic to see. The chart, we did see this pump up to about 70% of a penny. How much is out there in total? 10 billion total coins is out there right now, and 12.5 billion is the total supply that's there. Let's see. Let's go over to a year just to break down what has happened in the last year. We've seen this at a high of about 1 cent before decreasing down to a level of 34% of a penny, and then seeing it at 34% of a penny again. So in the last month or so, right? Let's say the last month, we've seen this rise, right? It's up 74%. From a low level of 40% of a penny up to 70% of a penny. So you almost found that ability, and you did see it jump up to kind of doubling your profit if you were into this position. It doesn't look bad at all, honestly. If I look at all history, we've seen that it has a couple of spikes, a lot of low points. So in 2019, seeing this around 14% of a penny, then seeing it rise up to 8.5 cents before decreasing down to about 50% of a penny. Now, I also want to check to see what's happening with this. So it's good to see that it did hit a higher market cap here, that it wasn't at a higher market cap here. Yes, there is a form of dilution. You're seeing, not really as high of a price. So there is a form of dilution here, but it's not crazy, right? You're seeing this now that it could reach a $717 million market cap, or borderline $1 billion market cap. And that's where kind of I would set my goal for the bull run if you were looking for that. So it could be something that has an ability to grow long term, as well as seeing some short term gains, maybe 2x or borderline 3x, right? Or 2.5x, something like that. but long term, you could see something way bigger than that. So, um, yeah, it looks decent. Doesn't look bad at all. I would like to check the contract a little bit just to see what holders are over here. You have 10,300 holders within it. I do want to see a breakdown here. So you do have an open wallet that has 54%. That's something that does bother me a little bit. If it has more than Binance, like what is this for? What is this breakdown for? That's a question that I would have, and would want to know a true answer for, you know? Anyways, I appreciate you guys here. Hit that like button. We got 60 likes. We got 100 people here. You're doing a fantastic job. The ratio is fantastic. Let's see. What did someone say? Thanks, bud, for keeping us financially educated, regardless of how bad I still make over 20. Okay. You have to watch for a little bit to see before anything else. Hi, Matt. Is there a time frame when Shibarium will be finally released? Um, I mean, the only time frame that I have is in August. We don't know exactly when. I know a lot of times when we see something, oh, they haven't a crypto that I guess is dropping down X. I guess they're modeling it after Twitter. But the only time frame that we really know is more the August time frame. So some people were saying that it's going to be within a week, mid-month. I hope when I'm not on vacation. If it is, I'll try to keep you guys informed, whether I live stream while I'm at Disney or something. But I just want to be able to have a conversation with you guys as we see Shibarium released. But either way, I will find a way to upload videos and stuff like that, maybe be live later in the day. I'm not 100% sure, or later in the night, and not wake up early. So during that time period, I may have more time in the I may have more time in the night than I do in the day, because when we go like to the parks, we're gonna probably go there early. I know I wake up really early, so we'll see. On average, any project 60% market maker activity, I'm told. With Elmo, it's sometimes 90%. So I I'm not 100% sure that all is true, that any project on average is 60%. You're probably talking about a lot of the lower end projects, lower market cap projects, but a lot of the larger ones have unique volume that don't really need market maker activity. It depends if you pay for market maker activity. So a lot of the ones that are really getting started, that are mid tier and need some volume, that's where you see a lot of that market maker activity versus, you know, things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, ADA, or whatever, right? So I would say as you look at like the top, probably the top 100, you probably don't see a lot of them that have a ton of market maker activity. Um, and I don't want to sit here and say that you're going to see that everything there is 100% volume. I won't say that. You probably do have some market maker activity, and I would love to be able to break that down a little bit more and see what is that activity. But I don't have a process in doing that. I got rid of most of the green SHIB 2.0. It has done nothing but fall. Well, of course. I mean, it's SHIB 2.0. Like they're creating this just for the hype. They're gonna try and feed off of the hype and make money off of that hype. That's what they love to do. I think they said when the conference is on. Shabir supposed to release the 14th to the 16th during the uh, Toronto conference. 15th to the 16th. I'm hearing different stuff. 14th to the 16th. Let's just say that week. I'm a proud bag holder of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Shiba Inu. I mean, if you're proud about it, that's great. Fantastic. Ethereum. I'm not the biggest fan of Bitcoin, but I can definitely see the growth, the progression of where Bitcoin could be. Ethereum. I'm a bigger fan of Ethereum as well as Shiba Inu. The stocks been down also last couple of days, I believe. Some stocks, not everything. I've seen AMC that have risen a couple of days, and I've seen SOS and ZOM and Tesla and Meta and Coin that has made some moves. What is the X token? Just hype. Trend first place on market cap though. Yeah, so it's most likely just hype. Um, Feeding off of the change in Twitter. Anytime you have any type of big change, um, and you see a business that's come up or a show or something like how they had Squid Game coin or how they had Sonic Inu or how they had Pepe and Pepe 2 and Pepe 3 or how they had Shiba Inu, Shiba Inu 2 and Doge and Baby Doge and Buff Doge and all of these things. They try and model it not only off of other cryptocurrencies but also off of popular things that are happening in the world. So X is most likely, if you go into the breakdown, if they talk about what it is, it's literally just to create growth or create a hype coin in the market. Look at that, 13 different places that it's available on. That's crazy. When was that? When was that created? Yeah. So it was created in July, but things are well, were increasing to a certain level to a certain extent, but how many markets it's available on is kind of surprising. It is only available on lower tier markets though, besides MEXC and BitGet, some things that have a decent amount of volume, millions of dollars worth of volume, which again, market maker volume is also a big part of that. But you're seeing about $13.7 million in volume and about $22 million of a market cap. Total market cap will be $21 million. Everything is released 100% of the supply. That's what they say. Self-reported is not 100% verified that is the supply. So it's it's very interesting where it is because technically, as you look at all history, it is closer to the low than it is to the high. But you also are investing into something that may not have, um, may just have an initial pump because of what it's supposed to represent. I meant the entire stock market overall was down. Okay, yeah. Please like the stream. Thanks. Thank you for saying that, Vape King. Um, PLS and PLSX rebound and has almost got back to the 60%. Almost got back the 60% they lost the other day when the SEC sued Richard Hart. Of course, like I said in my video that pretty much nobody watched, because it wasn't about any of the main topics that I normally talk about. As I said in my video, I said that we may see a jump. Anytime we see a larger pullback, we see a good sized jump from that, just like we saw with Terra Luna Classic, just like we saw with Shiba Inu a couple of times. It's like that's let me go back here. That's what we end up seeing in anything that does have a decent sized decrease. But yeah, I posted a video talking about the SEC, and it was probably my lowest viewed video. Actually, this is my lowest viewed video right now, which is an AMC video. I might as well keep the AMC videos over on the NFA channel, which get more views over there, and keep a lot of the crypto stuff over here. But I think that we need to, well, I guess this is more of a me problem, but there's some things out there that may not get as many views. Elmo got more views than the SEC versus Hex. It's because I don't normally talk about Hex. That's probably it. Um, let's see. Jasmine to, you think the 20 soon? To like 20% of a penny? Is that where Jasmine is? Because that would create a huge opportunity for purchasing if that's the case. We're seeing it at 36% of a penny right now. $179 million market cap with about $20 million worth of volume. So yeah, I don't know if we'll see it down to that level, but if it does, I mean, it creates a buying opportunity for most, especially for me, because then that gives me the ability to hold or get to 1 million coins easier by spending $200 and gaining another 100,000. That's what I'm looking for. Um, okay, let's talk about Bone. We can definitely talk about Bone. I know you were talking about Bone yesterday and how effective that will be and how much that will rise. Um, Bread cryptocurrency.
Richie's Plain Talk donated $20 through Super Chat. Matt, I can't get any cash sent back to my bank. The message says they are working with banks but can't tell us when should I just buy a coin and swap out. They only give you two options. One is BRB.
Wait, I can't get any cash sent back to my bank. The message says that they are working with banks, but can't tell us when I should just buy a coin and swap out. They only give you two options. One is you saying BRB. You can't get any cash out to your. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble understanding the direction of this. So you're saying that you can't get cash out of your bank, or you can't get any cash sent back to my bank from where? Binance? Are they so they're not letting you withdraw from Binance? Is it a certain play that you can withdraw? Or it's just overall cash you can't take out from Binance? Did they pause withdrawals? Or is it like something that's a bank issue? Because for me, I was struggling with getting money out of Coinbase to my my bank account, right? I actually had to create another bank account because my bank account was blacklisted for some reason, or not my bank account, but my bank was blacklisted. So the the bank that I use, which is a credit union, wasn't getting recognized by any type of investment place. So whether or investment site or investment platform, I don't know if this is the case, um, but I would go through Webull, and Webull wouldn't allow it, so I had to change it to my other bank. I would go through, um, you know, Coinbase. They wouldn't allow it. I had to go through another bank. So that may be the case, but I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is. You're saying you're getting a message they're working with banks, but can't tell us when I should buy a coin and swap out. They already give you, they only give you two options, which one's B and B. So basically, they're saying you have to go to, um, is it BNB or BRB? I don't know what BRB is. Maybe that was a mistake, but yes, that definitely has to be a mistake. Loving the Shiba Inu pump and also bought Bone. I got my cost average at $1.03. That's fantastic. I believe 100 coins by December. I believe 100 coins by December. Thoughts? Um, so you have Bone, and I feel like, oh, you believe $100 a coin by December. I don't think that that's the case. Um, because like you look at a $4 price. That is a $1 billion market cap. You would have to see that get to a $10 billion market cap to get to $40. Then you see that at a $20 billion market cap, um, to get to $80. So you're seeing you need to see this get to multiple billions of dollars worth of a market cap. And I don't necessarily see that for Bone. Um, the reason why I don't see it for Bone, I do see it as something that can definitely get up to $1 billion or resist from $1 billion and possibly fall in the range of 1 to 2 billion. Um, but the reason why I don't see that is just because I don't feel like Shibarium has enough of an impact. Now, if they do give it enough of an impact to where you need enough Bone in order to go through normal transactions, if you have the ability to buy Shiba Inu directly on that platform, if you like an on ramp and an off ramp, then yes, it creates a lot of demand on that platform if you have the ability to purchase and sell directly on there. And I mean purchase as in like from your bank to crypto, and then from your crypto to your bank. If you can find a way to do that, that encourages day traders to go over here for a cheaper price, a cheaper fee, and then you see that flourish. Now, I'm not seeing that breakdown. That's the issue, is that I don't see that Bone will have a full. Sorry, let me go over here. I don't see that Bone will have, or Shibarium will have that, so Bone won't be as impacted. But I still do believe you will see Bone at certain high levels, right? Levels of $2, $4, right? Maybe somewhere around that $5 mark, pushing up to $1 billion, right? That's where I see that at. But I don't see it long standing. The effects staying the same and staying up at those levels. I see people that are going to take profit in what they see Bone as and where they bought Bone. And then there becomes less of a use for it in the future. So I'm hoping that that's not the case, and I'm hoping that you're right, that we see $20 billion, $30 billion, $40 billion, but it's not 100% confirmed. I mean, the way that I look at history and everything that they've created, it's had an decent sized push for momentum, and then you saw it kind of trail off or fall off the face of the earth in what they created. So Bone will hit $4. So sorry, don't spam. Like, say what you need to say in one message. Don't spam it, because I won't read it. That it's way too many things to spam altogether. If you have a thought as I'm saying it, type it out, but don't send it until you get to your full thought. You know, because that's ridiculous to spam, and moderators will get you out of here, or I will, and I don't want to have to do that. I feel like it can create a good conversation. Just you're sending messages like I'm speaking to my mom. My mom sends messages every 2 words. She'll put a break in it. Hey Matt, can you do this? I need to do. And I'm like, geez, just put it all in one message. That's all you need to do. Hey Matt, I need help doing this. Can you help out? Yeah, sure, I got you. Not I get notifications that when I'm sitting here, sometimes I'm recording videos and it's just going like notification, and it's just crazy, and it ends up being 5 messages from my mom. But she knows I've told her about this, but she still just does it. So that's her personality. That's how she does it, and it wouldn't be the same without her doing that. I agree with you on Shib not hitting a penny. That's a dream. And Bone hitting $1,000, laughable. But Bone is probably gonna at least double within the next couple of weeks. Easy target. Yeah, I would agree with that. Bad idea. AI is doing good for low cap project. You may be talking to somebody else. I only use the online bank to do my crypto. Yeah, I mean, everything is online for me. I don't do any physical locations and go and deposit physical cash. If I do, there's ATMs that will take deposits and stuff if I have physical cash, if somebody hands me cash for some reason. Whatever expert said Bone to $1,000 and Shib to a penny is not an expert. Yeah, I mean, they didn't give any breakdown to that at all. Bone will easily hit $4. Easy double of your money. Let's quit all the dream moonshots and grab some quick cash. It's not a bad idea. what happened when what happened when Shibarium is delayed again? So you think Shibarium is going to be delayed again? If it is, it's not going to be a pretty sight, and people are going to be upset. Will they give up on the thought of Shibarium being a big um, impact? Probably not. But will people be insanely upset with Shibarium not being officially launched? Of course. I've been in VRA for a while now. Yeah, we'll have to check it out. Give me a little bit, a couple of minutes. I just want to catch up. That's how my wife texts me, like, can you just write one message instead of spamming me? Yeah, exactly. It's exactly it. Um, I think 10% of a penny is very reasonable. Wait, 10% of a penny is reasonable and realistic price point in the next 3 or 4 years for SHIB with enough burns. Do you concur? Yeah, with enough burns, I definitely think that that's a reasonable price. If we see it burn enough to where Terra Luna Classic is, then absolutely. Like if it can get down to, single digit trillions, then that gives it the ability to get to tens of billions or hundreds of billions and get to a penny, right? So if it gets down to tens of trillions, well, then we could see that level of 10% of a penny, right? Or 20% of a penny or something like that, depending on if we get down to that level. But we have to burn off hundreds of trillions to get there, right? Hundreds of children's. Hundreds, we don't have to burn hundreds of trillions. That's ridiculous. Um, no, we would have to burn hundreds of trillions of coins in order to get there. Because, like, you look at something like a Terra Luna Classic, and how much that has, it would have to get to a $5.8 billion market cap, or sorry, $58 billion market cap to get to a penny, which is reasonable. And seeing Shiba Inu get to a $58 billion market cap, or $60 billion market cap, or even a $100 billion market cap can definitely happen. The issue that we are dealing with is that right now we have too many trillions in Shiba Inu, which is 589 trillion. So if you can break this down to tens of trillions, maybe get it to 89 trillion, right? If you see that at 89 trillion, 10% of a penny would be able to get you, so 10% of that penny would get you to an $89 billion market cap. That's reasonable, right? If you find a way to burn off that first digit there, which is 500 trillion, and just get to 89 trillion, you have the ability to grow up to higher figures because it already has been to a $40 billion market cap. It can grow to a 50, it can grow to a 60. And that's what we can push for a smaller gain that's there. Or lower gain, but still being able to gain a hell of a lot, right? If it gets to 10% of a penny, that could be $100,000 for a lot of people. It could be $200,000, $300,000, depending how much you have. If you haven't had a chance, that we have 151 people here. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, please do so. If you haven't had a chance, it does help out. 151. Jeez, that's a lot. Remember, sorry. Good morning, everybody. Happy Carabana, 2023 from Toronto. Thank you for watching. Remember the other style I told you to check out. It's recovering step by step. Style token. All right, we'll definitely take a look at style token for a second. You're saying it's recovering. Is it this one? It's up 145%. I mean, you're not really seeing anything, right? You see the volume that's happening, which is up 622%. But you can't really understand what the market cap is, how much is in circulation. You look at the history, this was at 23 cents, dropped down to a lower point of 49% of a penny. Now is at 8 cents. So, I mean, from this level to this level, you could have made a decent amount of money from that play. But I wouldn't say the play is over, but it's definitely getting up to a point of resistance from what I can see. Right? That says it's at 8 cents. And this says, okay, yeah, 8 cents. For some reason, I was looking at a different thing. So, yeah, right now it's getting very, very close, or dangerously close to a previous resistance point in 2022. So, beware of that. Yes, we hit 100 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Let me make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Perfection. Binance won't let us cash out. Yeah, see, I don't have Binance. Do you have Binance? Is it Binance.us? That's Binance US, right? I'm wondering how high leash can go. That's a good question. I don't really see leash being a major effect, but it is seeing a little bit of a gain. So I think the highest point we've seen for this uh, in the beginning of, I guess, 2021, or I guess May 2021, you saw this at $8,000 or so, and how this has dropped down to 1,000, increased up to 3,000, all the way down to, I guess, 800, then increased again to about 4,000. People were making money there. So you can see spikes that are happening with this position. I mean, only having 106,000 that's out there. Um, this might give you a strong um, ability to see a decent sized gain in a position that has way less supply. You know, I'm a big fan of things that have less supply. It just doesn't really see as much of an impact as something like a bone or like a Shiba Inu, obviously. So I know a lot of people are very bullish on what this can do, because if it does find a way to get to a $100,000 market cap, that's $1,000 price. $1 billion market cap, you're looking at a $10,000 price or so, right? So you're you're going to be gaining a lot if it finds a way to get to that point. Um, what are your thoughts on Bone's price prediction for the bull market? For the ultimate bull market, not just Shibarium. Well, I want to see how it reacts to Shibarium first and see if it does have a retracement there. But then whatever that high is that we see with Shibarium, whenever the bull market does happen, because we'll probably see the retracement after, the aftermath, if it gets to $4 and then retraces back to 3, we want to see it break $4. So I know that that point will be broken up to a maybe one, just to give you a range, $1 to $5 billion market cap. If that's the true bull market and Shibarium does have a long-standing effect, right? I feel like it's not, and I feel like you're going to see that retracement. And if it does pick up and you see, hype built around it, it's only purely going to run based on that, or it will run based on the hype as well as seeing the use of Shibarium. That makes sense? This is it. We are all millionaires soon. Woo. Woof. That's what you said. Woof, not woo. I didn't see the F. BNB. Oh, okay. Crypto.com and Coinbase is all I'll use going forward. So it's not a bank account issue, it's a Binance issue. So Binance is not allowing you to withdraw it, and they're basically saying it's just trying to figure out if it's Binance.us or not. BlackRock likes Coinbase. BlackRock doesn't like Binance. BlackRock runs the financial world, basically. They influence way more than 10 trillion. So Binance is going to have to fight on their hands. I can see that. I understand. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, if a company is not like they're gonna push for something to be kind of top of the food chain, and if they have influence, if you have money, you have influence. Someone got their KuCoin Visa card yet? I don't know. You're talking to me? No. Hi, Matt. Is 1.5 billion enough for a million profit in the next bull run? Do you think I need to double my investment to get a million for SHIB? Look, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do. I hate those. I'm not going to say hate, but I dislike the people that will tell you exactly what to do. if you don't have a strategy, if you can't build a strategy, I'm not saying that you can't, but if you don't have a strategy, then it's never going to work. You can get other people's opinions and say that 1.5 is enough. I think that anything could be enough to end up making a lot in profit. Maybe $1 million. You might need a certain level. You might need like 200, 300, 500 million coins, which honestly isn't that much at this point. Um, but as you have 1.5 billion, I would definitely say, yeah, it's enough. It's just what you do with it, right? Um,
Richie's Plain Talk donated $10 through Super Chat. Matt, there is 230 million bone tokens and 298 in circulation, not enough to go around. I'm holding.
oh yeah, I'm not saying that bone won't be successful. I mean, seeing 200, I'll get back to that thought in a second. See Smitty, thank you for the super chat, Richie's Plain Talk. I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, there is a very low amount of the supply. I mean, you're looking at millions of supply versus um, billions or trillions or anything like that. Now, I know that there's still a minting feature to where they can mint more bone, but virtually all of the bone is pretty much out there, right? It's out there in circulation, meaning that you're going to have less dilution within the position. And I'm not saying that it's not going to be valuable. You're going to find a way to um, increase. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. C. Smitty, I appreciate that. Um, you're going to find a way to see a lot of success. It really just all depends on how far this growth actually is. I don't know why that's taken so long to pop up. I don't want to be interrupted by it, and I feel like it's gonna. But thank you for these super chats, though. Um, so for Bohm, let's pop that off because I don't want to be interrupted by it. um, but for Bohm, I feel like it's going to have a lot of success, get up to that level of $4, and it makes sense as you're seeing this, increase up to those levels. It can definitely have the possibility to run a lot further. 1 to 5 billion in the bull run, but it really depends how Shibarium shakes out. If it shakes out the right way, I mean, then you have a banger on your hands, right? Bone is a Benz, is the Benz. Thank you, C. Smitty, for that super chat. I appreciate it a lot. I don't know why it didn't pop up, but I didn't want to. It kind of looked like it was gonna interrupt my thought. Bone is the Benz because you're saying that you have a Kia or a Benz, right? And you're still saying bone is the Benz. That's funny. When do you think Shibarium will launch? Wait, where am I at? I'm all the way back here. Hey Matt, are you bullish on SHIB on long term, or do you think the self improvement strategy like no FAP can help with gains? That's interesting. The
Richie's
self
Plain
improvement.
Talk donated $10 through Super Chat. Bone only has 230 million coins, 299.2 out in circulation, not enough to go around. I'm holding.
All right. Well, that's so we don't have 200. Uh, wait, 299 you 229 in circulation. Well, first, thank you for the super chats. You sent two super chats with the same message. So I appreciate the super chats. But yeah, it has 229 thousand in circulation, and you have 250,000, in total, right? 230 in total, or 250 in max supply. So I guess the max supply has increased in what they can release, because I believe if I look back, let me go and look back on like a bone video. I believe I have some videos all the way back here. Let me quickly go find one somewhere, somehow. It's got to be somewhere. but I believe my last time looking at it, it was 230. I may be wrong. It might have been 250, but I'm pretty sure they added some to the overall supply. Um, I don't know where it is. Make a lot of videos. Um, Maybe I'll just search for it. Give me a second. Let me search for it. Smitty, I will definitely get back to that thought of getting to 100 or having 1.5 billion. We'll definitely get back to that thought, but I just want to look at Bone, and we'll look at it in, let's say, January 2023. Um, oh, this is a live stream. Well, we could still try and find Bone in this live stream. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. I appreciate it. Let me see if I could find Bone really quick. Bone? No, that's Tap. Give me a second. Oh, it is. I'm going through Stratos, going through Jasmine, but I don't see Bone anywhere. I don't know. We'll have to find it. I wish I had a historical breakdown. Actually, no. I was gonna say I wish I had a historical snapshot, but I think CoinMarketCap does a historical snapshot. Um, the issue is that I don't know if Bone will be included in there somewhere. If I wanted to go back to, say, the beginning of the year, beginning of 2023, I wouldn't be able to have like a full snapshot. This is only of like the top 100, I think. Maybe it goes through that. 200. I believe Bone was at a 200 or $400 million market cap, right? 200. Where was Bone at? It was at a $200 million market cap. Ah, right there. It was at 140. So it only shows you what was in circulation. Yeah, it only shows you what was in circulation, but you had 162 million in circulation, but it doesn't show you the total, which is a problem. Maybe we can get a different snapshot where it does show you the total. No, sorry, I can't figure that out. I mean, I could probably go back to a Bone video and probably find it, but we'll leave it to there. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, guess what? Do so, because it helps out with growth. It helps out with a lot of stuff. It helps me out entirely. So I appreciate you guys for being here. And thank you for the super chats as well. So back to C. Smitty's thought real quick, where he was talking about the 1.5 million, or sorry, 1.5 billion. Is that enough? I really don't want to tell you exactly what you're going to do with that, but it depends on what you're going to do. I think 1.5 or the more you have, the profit taking strategy, no matter what profit taking strategy you have, it could lead to that level of $1 million plus, right? 1.5 billion right now, or would be worth, what, thousands, $10,000, $5,000, something like that, $10,000 or something. So if it's worth up in that level, can you see it, let's say 100x from here, right? And see it jump 2 zeros. Obviously, you could see Shiba Inu jump two zeros right now. So you have, it's about to drop 1 zero currently, and seeing it get back up to a 50 or 40 or 50 or even $60 billion market cap, that gets you to the level that you want. It really all depends on when you decide to take profit within it, right? Your profit taking strategy. And that's why I have this spreadsheet that I built, going over, your profit taking strategy that I have over on Patreon. If you go through and build your strategy, you can easily get there and have points to where you're selling at reasonable spots, not just saying, I want it to get to a penny or I want it to get to a dollar, because that's not reasonable for you to hold throughout everything, especially 1.5 billion. How much will you have, throughout that process, right? At 10x's from here, you have 100,000. At 10x from there, you have a 1 million. So are you going to hold and continue to hold as you go further? Or are you going to take profit as time goes on and be comfortable with hundreds of thousands of dollars, just in case it doesn't find a way to get all the way up to those levels? That makes sense? Let me scroll down. I may be skipping a lot of people. I apologize if I am skipping a lot of people. Bone has 300 million in total coins. Yeah, it's doesn't look like I have 300 million. Elmo is sideways. When it gets back and holds 1.5 cents, I'll say it looks strong. Yeah, right now it is, sideways. Things are not really looking the strongest for Elmo, but as long as they find a way to push through this bear market and continue to do things that could change the game, I think you'll see success. But it really all depends on how strong they stay as a team. You know, that's something that can derail everything. Elmo will go so much further than Bone. Um, Price wise, I think Elmo has a lot of potential to grow way more than where it is, um, and really set the bar for hyper deflationary positions that can gain strength, just like adding to LP, but you're adding to the strength of the LP. Sorry about that. You're adding to the strength of the LP by investing into the LP, right? By keeping the percentage up higher of what people are holding, right? So if it's at 10%, that's in LP. Now you see it's at 11% or 12%. It makes the position stronger. However, it's the same concept when you're seeing burning. So through transactions, you see overall supplies that are decreasing down. You had 10% in the beginning. Let's say you had 10% at $1 billion, and then you saw 500 million that was burned off, right? You're looking at now, instead of 10%, 20% of, that's in LP, because it makes the LP stronger by taking coins out of circulation. So it's the same concept that you have with LP. It's just, instead of the team directly investing into LP and continuing to build something there, or pulling money from taxes to invest in LP, you're seeing the supply come down, which also gives a higher price ceiling for the people that hold. So it's giving you a better incentive, because as you look at, let's say that you have two projects, right? One that has a billion, both have a billion coins. Well, now this one that has a billion coins, you put 10% into LP, right? Now you have this project over here to where you put 10% in LP as well. This one over here doesn't burn anything. They're still sitting at a billion coins, but the overall the dev team, the creators, the team that's behind it will continue to add to LP. And you're seeing, let's say, 20% that's added to LP total. So you have 20% here and you still have 10% here. Well, now they decide to burn off, through transactions, and it gets down to half, right? So 500 million. You're looking at 20% here and 20% here. What's the difference? Well, if you're seeing them at the same market cap, you're seeing this position that's way higher. So the early investors gain so much more throughout that process. So it's better than investing in LP, and it benefits the investors more than them just adding more to liquidity pools. So um, Richard, you may be a bit behind. Yeah, I mean, it seemed that way. I was wondering, like, I'm trying to, speak to you, and I feel like anytime I was saying something, um, I wasn't getting a response back, and I can't say anything. If I say like, hey, you're behind, well, he's not gonna see it. But if you say it in the message or in the in the chat, then yeah, he will probably see it. So speed it up a bit. I tend to get behind as well. Like this live stream doesn't actually go live, which makes no sense to me at all. Like what I'm doing is live, but I'm saying my overall image, it shows me a preview of what's going to happen, just in case, like, let's say I have a 15-second delay and like someone dies in the background or something, then I can, stop the stream before that gets on YouTube or something like that. But I actually have a ultra low latency, so it happens within like a second. You'll hear what I'm responding to. So if you write a message, I should be able to respond to it fairly quickly as long as there's not a lot of messages, which there are. So if I haven't responded to your message, I apologize. I have skipped a little bit. Matt, if you had to invest $100 right now, where is it going? SHIB, Lunic, Pepe, Bone, or something else? Right now, with everything that I hold, probably Jasmine. But if I was looking for just something where I'm looking for a quick turnaround, I probably would put it honestly into Bone, as I'm seeing things that, are at certain levels. The issue is that you're dealing with a rise that it already had. So as you look at Bone, you're dealing with a rise within the last, let's say, 7 days where things have been up 22%. That's not something that I like to see. Obviously, it's great to see it up, but if I'm not in it, I don't like to see it because I don't want to invest into a project that's up a hell of a lot. But if I see the growth, and then you even look at a month and it's up 55%, almost 56%. So it's something that I probably would be like, all right, well, I'm either looking for a short-term quick gain or quick turnaround, or I'm looking for something that's going to have a long-standing effect, whether it's going to be Jasmine or CRO or something like that. But it's $100. Most likely, I'm going to be looking for something of a quick turnaround. Uh, let's see. I like the XXX play, XRP, and XRP, XDC, and XLM. Those are some good picks. Obviously, I can only see my messages. Thanks for letting me know. Is Paul Swap coin part of Shibarium? Is Paul Swap coin part of Shibarium? I have no idea what the listed coins are going to be for Shibarium. So we'll have to wait and see. I would imagine a lot of layer 2 plays. So we will see. I'm lagging big time. Well, hopefully you got the answers that you needed, because thank you for the super chats, by the way. I don't know if you saw, but thank you for the super chats. I know that you probably didn't see the first message come through and you were like, hey, is he going to answer it? And hopefully I did answer it there, and you saw that. Why do you love these meme projects? Do you think it's the future? Do I think meme projects are the future? No. I think they are something that build a lot of popularity in the markets. So while you see people that are hype around what the utility will be for Bitcoin or Ethereum or ADA or Solana or a lot of the top 10, which also you can include Dogecoin within that top 10, you see things like a Dogecoin, like a Shiba Inu, like a Pepe, that really drive a lot of interest into the markets. People that wouldn't get into crypto or didn't want to get into crypto, they're like, hey, I see people that are making money with this. This person made $10,000 from this play, and it was something that they didn't have to put too much thought into. And that's what a lot of people want is, that play that you really don't have to think about and you can make money from because it's growing. And that creates more interest, creates more ability to get into the markets. Like Shiba Inu itself, I'm sure out of the 1.3 million people that it brought into it, you probably have a good, maybe 200, 300,000 that didn't invest into any crypto at all. For Dogecoin, it started a lot of people's, careers in cryptocurrency investing. I didn't invest in any cryptocurrency besides having Bitcoin from referrals of Coinbase. I didn't invest into any Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency before Dogecoin, and that's something where that's not unique to me, right? It's something that has happened, and people are interested in cryptocurrency and builds the hype. And now people are wondering not only about the meme coin projects, but also about the things that are going to create massive utility and what's going to be a game changer for the world, not just for the country. So it's uh yeah. Let's see. Let's go down there. How about Cosmos? I like Cosmos. I have Cosmos staked on the DeFi wallet. Gary, if we hit, I'm skipping anyone that best Nintendo 64 game. Did you play PlayStation? I played every system. Gary, wait, you're talking to somebody else. Matt, what the heck is up with Zelda 2.0? So from what I understand with Zelda, right? Um, I talk to them probably maybe once a week and try and get an understanding of where their head is. They want to launch at a time where the market is up, and they keep putting out tweets saying that you know get ready, and people are hype around it. Yes, the Zelda community is very hype. I still have 670,000 coins. um I don't know. I believe it's still on L Bank. So I have 670,000 coins, which has barely any value to it. But from what I understand, what they're doing is they're going to launch on ETH, but they're finding the right opportunity because they don't want to launch in a down market. They don't want to launch when things are falling. They want to make sure that they're part of more of an extended market, things that are a bullish market. Um, and that's where I just have my questions to them, and I'm just like, hey, what are what is even going on? If you would launch, then just launch. Like, there are people that are asking, a ton of questions as to what's going on and what's going to happen with the project, and what's going to happen with how much they have invested in there. Is it going to be worth the same amount, or is it going to be worth a lot less, right? Um, and I honestly don't know the answers to everything, but I this is what sucks about and I'm not saying that it's over for Zelda. I have faith that they're going to find a way to fix everything. It seems like the way that they market things is a great way to do so. It's just issues getting through a bear market. It seems like all the issues that we've had have been because of trying to get through a bear market. And this bear market is extended. It hurts. So I still have a large bit of Zelda 2.0 or Zelda, and I can't say that I can't wait until it gets there. I can't wait to see what happens because of it. But for me, even though it may not be gone, I'm still assuming that that money that I put in there and that I received is gone. I'm not going to say that it is, but I'm assuming, right? Because if I get my hopes up for something crazy, then whatever actually happens, um, won't be as good. Does that make sense? So I'm still communicating with the team to see what the hell is going on, but I know probably as much as you know. Sorry guys, I was lagging. I've taken too much time. No, you're good. Did you kill your fly? I don't know. I have a fly trap up here for like called the gnats that get in, as we keep the doors open for Emmy to go outside. But yeah, I think we're good. Pretty sure. Price prediction for SHIB once Shibarium hits. I so I'm not gonna say that Shibarium's gonna get it to a penny. That's not the case. Um, but depending on what the market does, we may see that extend a lot longer, right? If we see a bullish momentum, then the Shiba Inu run extends a lot further. But honestly, as we still see more bearish movement in the market, as Shibarium is, eventually releasing. Hopefully that's not the case. I mean, we're still seeing bearish movement, but maybe it'll change as we get to the mid-month, end of month. That would be great. But Shibarium probably pushes this to a drop zero, maybe getting back to 0.00002, which would be my original cost basis. So that's what I'm looking for, and hopefully pushing up to 3. But we will see. Um, we're gonna have to see what does happen there. But I would imagine that that's where my prediction is. Not crazy. It's not making it get to a penny. I would love to see a lot of burning that's happening, but I still don't know what level of burning we will see with that as well. And just because we have 4 million wallets that are created on testing, it doesn't mean that we'll have 4 million wallets there as well that are created on the actual launch, the actual platform. I'm told that Zelda doesn't want to launch until things are moving so they can assure 50x or more. Yeah, I think they're trying to assure assure that we see a probably 10 or 20x. I know they did a 30x on the original launch or something, and that would be amazing. But as you have time, so much time, people forget about it. And if people are forgetting about it, eventually they see what they're getting and all of that. Um, but I don't know. I really don't know. I know that they've told me that they're waiting for a bullish time in the market, not a bearish time. And every time they see any type of bullish activity, they put out a tweet saying, "Are you ready for the Zeldinu launch?" And yeah, we're ready for it. Just launch it already. But I know it's tough because if you launch something like how you would see other things that launch and just don't survive the bear market because the bear market's too long, that's what they want to avoid, right? If they put a lot of money into it and then it just suddenly, tanks because people don't believe in anything, not necessarily not believing in Zelda, but not believing in anything, well, they're going to see that they're pulling out, and that's not going to be a good situation for a early cryptocurrency, you know? Guys, we have 151 likes. If we can get to 200 likes, I mean, that would make me super happy today. Let me go. Give me 1 second. Let me go and get Harper some cereal really quick. I got this blanket because I'm freezing. Let me go and get Harper some cereal real quick, and I'll be right back because I'm gonna stay on here till about 9 maybe. So give me 4 minutes. We got 18 people that are here. Thank you for hitting the like button. I am so cold. It's always cold down here. It's like a, a, a cold place, a freezer. Whoa, there's a lot of messages coming through. Um, I'm told Zelda doesn't want to launch things until they're moving, so they can ensure 50x. Oh wait, yeah. To be honest, the meme coin frenzy is over. I wouldn't say that, but I definitely think from what we saw with Pepe, yeah, that's probably over. I think I have an issue with the meme coins because I'm a dev and I have been building for months right now without results because it's that difficult to execute what I'm attempting. And on the other hand, I can see that there are people who make meme coins, whom the community calls devs, who have spent like 24 hours into making a coin, which is gonna rug at some point of time. I wouldn't say everyone, but they're probably the memes of the memes typically, yes. Um, and I'm not even kidding with this since Ben was actually documenting what he was doing, including taking a break, grabbing coffee, etc., while making the multiple Ben coins. And even with those breaks that he actually took 48 hours to make one of the coins. It's visible that it's visible in his tweets actually that we were making fun of that. There's no discussion at SHIB since there is no access to the blockchain anymore, and I'm trying to explain this forever. The original team had a guy who had the keys. When he left, Satoshi announced that they were moving to Bone because they still have access to Bone. This is basically the bottom line. So I appreciate all of the effort you just put into all of that. Um, I know how difficult it can be when you are spending so much time to create something that you want to create it, being perfect and or being really good. But the all of the work, that you put into it should all pay off if you come out with a decent project, right? Yes, you have different types of projects that are out there. So I think Emmy wants water. Give me a second. um, this dog, man. This dog is a great dog. She really rarely does anything on the floor. She lets me know when she needs to go out. She lets us know when she needs water. She lets us know everything. But let me catch my breath. Give me a second. Just running up and down the steps really, really fast. Gets you. Steps are an issue sometimes. They get in the way. um, but yeah, I think all the hard work does pay off when you produce something really good. Just like YouTubers, right? I can produce something that will take me a couple of minutes, like um, the fidelity video that I did, right, or a couple of other videos that I did. I'll produce or I'll only record for like 8 minutes or something, and or maybe 9 minutes or 10 minutes or maybe even 12. I don't know, some less than 30 minutes. But then I'll have some that I'll put a lot of effort into, that I will edit, that I will break down, that I will put B-roll into, that I feel like are amazing, and then it won't get like that one that I put so much effort, so much time into won't get the amount of views that the other one did. So why try and edit it and do all this fancy stuff Well, it creates a better storyline and it breaks things down for people. And a lot of people that watch it are like, oh, this is amazing, best content you ever did. And then we're not seeing the views that come with it. The same thing here, right? You're putting so much effort into it, and you see people that are putting, 24 hours into a coin and creating something like Shib or creating something like Pepe or creating something like Doge. And then all of a sudden it just gets, somebody says, hey, we can get this to $1, or we can get this to a penny, or we can get this to whatever, and then a lot of people are flocking to it because they just want to see the gains, and it just goes viral. So I understand how difficult that can be, but you can't say the meme coin craze is gone. Meme coins bring a lot of people to cryptocurrency, and yes, it may not be the right mindset that they come here with, but eventually they find the right mindset, and they're investing into all of these different things, right? They're investing into things that are in the top 100 rather than things that are in the top 5,000 or something. So thank you for subscribing, PVU. I appreciate it. Um, we are 33 likes away from getting to 200 likes, which would be absolutely fantastic. If you could help me get there, I would appreciate it. uh, what are you working on? And then Richie's playing talks. That's insider trading, DJ Trev. That's not how that works for crypto. Um, Currently working on Auto Trader on Lunic. Uh, it essentially emulates how we trade. Like it longs and shorts automatically as it sees the market go up or down. I was making it because I was trying to make something that project protects investments from losing value, since investors will leave if they do not make profits. But I'm almost towards the end of it, and I feel it could be a powerful tool for retail who want to protect their investments against the constant pump and dump of institutional investors. Honestly, it's not a bad idea if you find the right way to do it. I mean, it could be amazing. when the price go wait, when the price gonna go up? When the price gonna go up for Shiba Inu or for so right now the price of Shiba Inu is actually seeing a little bit of a gain, being up 5%. Making its way to a level of dropping the zero, which would be 0.00001 rather than 0.00000 eight 86 or 9. So it's making its way up. And as we get closer and closer to the middle of the month, I would imagine we're going to see an impact and see the zero drop. Thank you for subscribing, CryptoSum79. I appreciate it. Probably put that like somewhere else. Maybe I could put this over here and put not financial advice at the top, and then have the alerts come up at the bottom where people can like see them. I don't know. I'll have to change how the alert looks. How much are the fees for Shibarium? Apparently, they're going to be less than a penny. So, the impact that you'll see for Shiba Inu's burns, as well as what you'll need to spend in bone, will be less than a cent. This is what makes me kind of worry about it, because if you see something that's that cheap, how much do you need in order to secure fees, right? They're saying that you're going to need so much in order to make these transactions multiple times. But are you? How many transactions do you plan on making in Shibarium? If you plan on making 100 over the next year, you only need $1, maybe even less than $1. So, you really don't need that much bone in order to, trade back and forth. I think it should be a little bit more expensive, but that's just my opinion. Hi Matt, small info. If you have 1 billion Shiba Inu tokens, wait, is it worth? And also, how much um do you need to hold to make at least 100K by Shibarium launch? By Shibarium launch, I honestly don't think Shibarium is going to have that much of an impact on Shiba Inu or Bone. To say that you're going to make 100K from that, you probably need to see to hold 25,000 or $50,000 in order to get up to 100K. If you're looking to make $100,000 from it, and double your investment, maybe even quadruple your investment, I would probably say 50. If you're holding 50 or $100,000, I would say that that's probably a level to where you would see $100,000. Now the issue with that is that you don't want to invest what you're not willing to lose. If you're willing to lose $100,000, then by all means do whatever you feel is right. But I'm not saying that you will lose $100,000, but there's always a chance that it could not have an impact and you could see it come back because there's a bearish market that's happening right now. so yeah, I think fruit flies are definitely bad. I have, like I said, I have a fly trap up here and it's working. I don't know what Emmy's doing, but Harper just told Emmy to leave it. So that's not a good sign because she never tells Emmy to leave it. Harper, what did she do? Apparently Emmy tried to. I just said that she was a good dog and she doesn't do anything bad, and she apparently tried to lick the milk out of Harper's bowl. She had a cereal, and I guess she just left it on the coffee table, and yeah, tried to lick the milk out of her bowl. It's a bad dog. $5,000 in CRO or SHIB if you have to invest. If I had to invest in something, I would definitely put it in CRO. 100%. I'm a fan of CRO for the long term, and I think CRO at 6 cents is way undervalued. Way undervalued. And getting back to these levels of 10, 15, 20, 50 cents, I mean, is a no-brainer. I mean, you're looking at that and you're not only seeing $5,000 is going to double, you're seeing $20,000 or $30,000 or $100,000. Currently, if you put $5,000 or $6,000 in CRO, you're holding 100,000 CRO. So I believe it's 6,000. It would be 5,800. Yeah, $5,800 would get you 100,000 CRO. And at $1, that's worth $100,000. CRO can easily get to $1. Seeing a $22 billion market cap at that level. I feel like the CRO can easily hit a $50 billion market cap, if not a $100 billion market cap. So looking at 4 times that amount, which would ultimately lead to $400,000 as you're holding that. So I would say 5K in CRO. 5K in CRO, SHIB or Bone, still CRO. SHIB until Shibarium, then pulling the profits, and then CRO. That's probably not a bad idea. Why CROs are undervalued? If you look at exchange coins, right? CRO and BNB are some of the biggest exchange coins, some of the biggest exchanges to have exchange coins. And CRO, the way that they use, or crypto.com, the way that they use CRO is a lot more than the way that Binance uses BNB, besides the fact that you have a ton of coins that are created on the Binance Smart Chain using BNB as a form of payment. However, you're getting to that point to where on the Kronos network, you're also seeing things that are created that you're using and paying CRO with, as well as anything that they can find a way to use CRO for, they will do it. So staking, they can use it for NFT sales if they wanted to, where they have their own NFT platform, and eventually they can go, you know what? every sale is going to be made in CRO. What does that do for CRO? Boom, skyrockets. And right now they're not established that way, but as you see more popularity in NFTs, they establish that and CRO goes absolutely through the roof. So um, it's literally the cryptocurrency that runs their entire platform. So that's why it's so undervalued. We've seen this at way higher levels. We've seen this at a $22 billion market cap. um, and I think it can easily get up to a 22 or $25 billion market cap again, if not surpass that by far with how much CR or crypto.com should be worth and is worth. I think that that's where I'm going after I get where I want with Jasmy, either CRO or ADA. Yeah, so I have all three of those: Jasmy, CRO, ADA. I have 10,000 ADA, I have 85,000 CRO, and then I have 600,000 Jasmy. Now I would like to have 1,000,000 Jasmy, and I would also like to have 100,000 CRO, but I haven't made that leap to get that. And also, I'm just collecting more coins as time goes on, or tokens as time goes on. I'm aware about the current situation in Lunic, and that is why we need to work harder and persist. If we, sorry, I'm missing it. If we leave the battlefield, then the battle is already over. Very true. Can you see CRO to 25 cents by the end of the year? Can I see it? Yes, I can see it to CRO to 25 cents by the end of the year, but it depends. Right? If the bull market is not started up, right? If we're not seeing that, start, then no, it's going to be a difficult road as we surpass the end of the year. But my hope is that we can see that, towards the later half of this year, we can start to see institutional volume that's going into cryptocurrency, more retail volume that's comfortable with holding in these positions as well. Um, Comfortability in crypto and not seeing that everything is labeled a security. That we want to see all of those things, but depending on if we see those things, that's really telling us if we're going to get to some of these levels. Um, and building such things will take some time, during which time people may give up or lose interest. That's also true. So we need to keep talking to the community and understanding what we can do better. True. Very true. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, we are 15 likes away from getting to 200. And I want to get to 200 before we end this live stream, which is in about a minute. So help me get to 200 likes, and I will greatly appreciate everything that you do. Just a secret, I will still appreciate everything you do, even if we don't get to 200 likes. Not only the Lunic situation, but retail crypto community in general. I'm referring to your feelings about meme season. I know you, wait, sorry. I know you, you and a lot of guys, a lot of you guys have some nice bags. But I'm trying to get my bags right before the bull. Yeah, I hear you. Will SHIB be a pump and dump with Shibarium? I think it will be something that increases to a certain level, and we'll see some retracements. I just hope that it goes high enough before we see strong enough retracements, and it really all depends on what some larger holders do within that time frame, because you can see it from a level of 0.00000 like 5 or 6, and then see a double to 0.0000012 or 0.00002, and then they start to pull back and pull out their position. So it depends on what those people end up doing. Bigger holders start more bearish activity. As much as I can in plays, I like. Yes, absolutely. If people make more money on a different chain, then they will move their savings, since the name of the game is money. I understand that. DJ Trev, when's the next video? That's a good question. Hey, DJ Trev, when's the next video? Oh, I just saw a fly. Saw a fly somewhere. Guys, we are 2 likes away from 1 like away at this point from 200. Who is going to be the 200th like? Let me know if you're the 200th like. And don't take a like away and then add it. So just hit 200. Let me know if you're the 200th like. I'm not going to give you any prize, but just let me know. I really believe Shib will pump a dump. Well, thank you for hitting that like button, everybody. We are now at 204 likes. Jesse, Victoria, thank you for being the 200 like. I appreciate that a lot and getting me to that level. I know it's surpassed it now. It's now at 202 already. But I appreciate you hitting that like button and getting me to the level that I wanted to get to, the milestone that I wanted to get to. It doesn't go unnoticed. I think that might be the first time you commented today, unless I missed it. From DR, I hear you say you came here for your honeymoon. I did. I did go to DR for my honeymoon. I went to Puerto Plata, and we ended up doing. It was funny because we ended up doing like a bunch of activities and stuff that was supposed to be with the hotel, but apparently wasn't with the hotel. It was with a group outside of the hotel. So we're just glad that we got back. Now looking at it, we're glad that we got back like alive and good. It seemed like, they had other people that were also included on that, so we weren't alone. We were like, all right, well, yeah, that was fun though. We did waterfall jumping that day, and we literally jumped on, I think it was 9 different waterfalls. They had 27 or something, and it was fun. It was really, really fun. Make a video on Jasmine. All right, I'll make a video on Jasmine today. I have to see if there's any news, depending. If there is news, then we can definitely talk about that. The world was that? This cat had the longest meow in the world. It was weird. It seems like we've been doing well these past couple of streams, bro. 200 plus likes. Yeah, it's been doing really, really well. I appreciate you guys. All the super chats as well. I appreciate that. It's been very, very tough when it comes to YouTube because of the market. And it's been difficult. It's been a difficult road because typically I'm used to a certain amount of output, but the problem is that we don't have a lot of people that are interested in crypto or stocks right now because of where the markets are, and the markets have been here for a long time. And it's like, well, if they're going to be here, I'm just not going to pay attention, type of thing. So I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the members. I appreciate the moderators, the subscribers, the likes, the views. All of that stuff. Helps me. Pay bills and stuff. And don't have to worry about digging into my investments there, and we can see the profits and the return there. So, I know that I've been away from my 9 to 5 for a while now. It's been over a year at this point. And in February it was a year. So finding a way, or on the road to 2 years outside of working a 9 to 5. But since then, you saw a lot of pullback in the market, and now you're not seeing nearly as much revenue as what we were seeing normally. Like, this is definitely a low year in revenue, and it definitely is not going unnoticed, for me. So I want to put in some effort, and I can see that the effort that I would put into it, because we're not getting as many viewers today. I feel like we got a good amount, 160 something of a max. So I appreciate I appreciate all of you guys being here to support me in at any capacity. So thank you. But look out for some videos later today. Um, Also, maybe on some other channels as well if you guys are interested. I want to do some more edited content. So I think um, I'm trying to figure out what the clips channel is going to be, but I think it's going to be more of a reaction channel that I just named Perry. Um, and we're going to see what happens with that. I don't know as to what name I will pick there, but the NFA channel for right now will stay with stock related content, and we'll keep doing that. And this channel will be more crypto based and finding a way to expand upon it. So, if AMC and SHIB or Luna blows up, we need to take over a resort and DR to release the years of stress, especially AMC. I'm down 34K, and I'm not even far from breaking even. Wow. You're down 34K. You're not even far from breaking even. I know I took profit, or I took my initial investment at $20, but there's so much more meat on that bone. It's just so difficult when you have hedge funds that you're fighting against. Whatever happened to your idea of purchasing coins on a site? Wait, whatever happened to your idea of purchasing coins on the site, Lunic? Purchasing coins on the site. What do you mean? Oh, like buying. You're saying buying coins directly on TerraStation. So testing has been going on, and we have the last breakdown that I had was like a week ago, when I guess Lunic Army and some others were still there. It might have been 2 weeks, but they had testing that was going on with this, and it's something that is in the process of becoming a thing, being able to buy directly on the station wallet. And yeah, that's something that's going to be coming soon. It's just they're in testing phases right now. So, anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below, my Twitter, my Patreon. Support me in any way that you can. I appreciate you guys for being here and giving me the time to just speak to you and give you my opinions. But am I holding bone? No, I'm not holding any bone. And I given my thoughts on bone throughout this whole live stream. Feel free to go and replay it. But I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.